On 4/21/11, Las Vegas was chemtrailed from dawn to dusk. I observed planes from 6:25 a.m. to 7:57 a.m., 1:52 p.m. to 2:45 p.m., and 3:51 p.m. into 4:22 p.m. And I identified a total of 42 commercial jets chemtrailing in the Las Vegas area. We're going to dispense with the Flight Explorer and Flight Aware data just to get these planes in as quickly as possible. It's 7:35 a.m. on 4/21/11, and we're looking at a plane flying in the southern sky from my location. This is Continental Flight 40. It's flying at 35,000 feet at cruise altitude. It's out of Los Angeles International going to Newark. In other words, LAX to EWR. It is a B738, and we're taking a look at its chemtrail. It's not leaving a huge chemtrail, but certainly chemtrailing a little bit here. Now we're looking at another plane flying through the southern sky, and this is a Southwest Airlines flight. It is Southwest 3844, flying at 35,000 feet. It's out of LAX going to Baltimore, and it is a 737. And as you can see, there's a couple of other planes in the air as well. This is Delta 2116, flying at 35,000 feet out of LAX going to Minneapolis, St. Paul. It's a Boeing 753. And now we're looking at American Airlines 118, flying at 37,000 feet. LAX to JFK, it's a B762. Going up and over back toward the southwest to take a look at its chemtrail, and now we're watching American Airlines 118 fly off into the northeast. In a moment, we'll pull back and take a look at the other chemtrails. You can see the one that's under it, which is the Delta 2116, and then the one that's just under the sun at this point is Southwest Airlines 3844. And pull back again here. That was Delta, and now we're looking at the American Airlines flight. So we have essentially three parallel lines in the sky. There's American Airlines, there's Delta, there's Southwest at the very bottom, going back toward the southwest. Take a look at the chemtrails here. So now we have a private jet. This is N750LG, flying at 37,000 feet out of Santa Monica going to Grand Junction, Colorado. It is a CL-60 type of plane, which is Canadair Challenger. Having a little difficulty here focusing up, but we'll have focus again. And there goes N750LG off into the distance. Now we're looking at the chemtrail that little white private jet left as it flew through the area, following it down and watching it head off into the Grand Junction area. Pull back, take a look at the chemtrail. You can see there's a little curve in the trail. This happens a lot when planes fly over Las Vegas. They do a course correction. Here we're looking at another plane in the southern sky. This is American Airlines 1656, flying at 39,000 feet out of LAX going to Chicago. And it is a 752 type plane, Boeing 757-200. It's now about 7:50 a.m. on 4/21/11, and we're watching American Airlines 1656, and it's flying off into the northeast here. And we'll pull back, and you can see the other chemtrails that have been left by previous planes. This is now Delta 2291. It's leaving a very long chemtrail as it comes into the Las Vegas area. It is flying at 35,000 feet. You can see the blue oval on the bottom, characteristic of Delta planes. It's out of the John Wayne Airport going to Salt Lake City, and it is an Airbus 319 type of plane. Sorry about the shakiness of the video here. It's very windy down on the ground, and it's sometimes difficult to hold the planes in the viewfinder. So this is Delta 2291 flying off into the northeast. We have a plane out of the southwest again, coming up pretty close to the sun, so we're going to have to pull back so it doesn't blind me and ruin the camera. But you can see it's out of the southwest, and notice that the chemtrailing starts just as the plane comes into the greater Las Vegas area. Okay, now it's far enough away from the sun to take a look at it. And it is American Airlines Flight 4, 37,000 feet out of LAX going to JFK. It's a Boeing 762. Now we're watching the American Airlines plane fly off. It's leaving quite a huge chemtrail. Pull back, take a look at it. And now we have Southwest 446 flying in the southern sky. 37,000 feet. LAX to St. Louis, and it's a 737 type of plane. And you can see very easily that with the red body that this is a Southwest flight. And there goes Southwest 446 flying off toward the east.